listening to Sports Radio Detroit.
Hello and welcome yet again to Grave Discussions. I am your host, Barnabas.
And I'm your other host, Samael. How's it going, guys?
Well, I'm doing pretty good. I don't know about the listeners because it's episode 29,
Oh, shit.
Shock-tober Survival Guide.
I didn't even realize we did 28 episodes so far.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty crazy, right?
When we start February, right?
Yeah, like February, March, like around that time, yeah.
Nice.
So this episode in particular is going to be focusing on our kind of recommendations and information about what you can do to survive this Halloween season in style. So we're going to be giving you guys all of that stuff in a little bit, but as always, we're going to be starting off with the news. Before we do, though, I want to give a quick shout out to our host, Sports Radio Detroit, for being incredible and awesome.
Yes.
And you can go visit them at all their social media. And what do they have again, Sam?
We got a Twitter, a Facebook, and Instagram. Sports Radio Detroit. SRD, the only.
Yes, and you can visit them.
That's not their tag. I'm just saying they're the only SRD.
Well, it could be their tag, yeah, but they are. It's true.
It could be potential.
Yeah, I don't know. But
yeah, it was good. It was good marketing.
Yeah, but you can go check out their website. Our show's on there. There's a lot of other shows on there. sportsradiodetroit.com. Go check them out. So as for the news, we've actually got quite a bit. There's been a lot kind of happening, even more so than we're going to tell you guys today. But these are kind of the important news announcements from like the last week. So the very first one is actually concerning the new What We Do in the Shadows TV series. So if you're not familiar with this, this is a TV series based on a film by Taika Waititi, who just did Thor Ragnarok, and he's hilarious. The movie is based out of New Zealand, and it's about a group of vampires that are like trying to live in society, and they live in a flat together. It's a horror comedy, and it's just hilarious. I absolutely love the movie. There's a show coming out. It's going to be premiering at New York Comic Con in October. And then there's I believe, fall 2019 wide release date planned for the show. So.
Set in Staten Island. That's going to be fucking hilarious.
Yeah. It's coming to the U.S.
New York vampires?
Yeah. So, I mean...
Are they going to be like wearing Timberlands and shit?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. That would actually be fucking hilarious.
That'd be great.
Not gonna lie. They're just smoking like Black and Milds and shit. And
they say bruh in every sentence.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Staten Island thing is cool. I don't know if it's going to be concerning the same three vampires. I hope so, because they're hilarious. But it's obviously an entirely different culture in New York versus like New Zealand, I imagine. So it's going to be kind of cool to like see the parallels, and then, you know, like all the just everything concerning like them being in New York as vampires. I don't know. I think it'd be interesting. There's also another spin-off called I think it's Werewolves.
Oh god.
Because there's some werewolves in the original film, and they're also very funny. So
nice.
Yeah. You should definitely check out What We Do in the Shadows, the movie, if you haven't already. It's hilarious. And
I haven't watched it. When did it come out?
2013 or something like that.
Because I know I saw it streaming somewhere.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's a little later than that. I'm not sure, but it's great. You have to watch it if you're a fan of horror. So be on the lookout for that. If you're in New York, you go to NYCC, then you can see the premiere potentially. So the next thing, I know you were really excited about this. You actually tagged me in this.
Yeah.
Robert Englund coming back as Freddy Krueger.
Except in an episode of The Goldbergs. No, I was like a big fan of The Goldbergs when I first found it on Hulu, and I watched like the first like 3 seasons like binge style, and like
Mm-hmm.
But after after third season, I kind of like slowed down, got into other shows like Stranger Things and shit, and I didn't go back. But now I'm gonna start watching again. Ever since I heard this shit, I mean, I was pretty happy about this because like even if he's not in a movie, I'd like to see Robert Englund reprise Freddy like in any way possible.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like a lot of people kind of knew that he wasn't really gonna be Freddy again. He's getting old. He's like 71 or something like that, I think.
Is he?
Yeah, something. I don't know. He's old. So, his longevity for like a movie might not really be up to par. So I understand why he might not come back for a movie, but it's really cool that he's coming back for the Goldbergs. It seems super random. I don't know what the show's about. I've never seen it. It just seems very random for him to come back on like a sitcom. I thought if anything, he'd come back during like Saturday Night Live or something like that. I don't know. But it's very cool. Obviously, I love him. He's an icon. And I'm glad to, be able to see Freddy again. So that is happening in October. So be pumped about that. The next bit of news.
Oh, God, yeah. This is not...
a little disappointing, yeah.
A little.
So we told you guys before in the news about not only a new Chucky movie that's going to be a continuation of the actual film franchise, but there's going to be another movie like basically simultaneously with it, entirely different production company and everything, really an entirely different film, but it's a reboot.
You know what's weird? This looks a lot like Chucky's son. You remember? Or his daughter?
Kind of, yeah.
Whatever
it was, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know what you're talking about.
I don't remember what it
in Seed of Chucky.
Yeah, it looks it looks like it.
Kind of with the eyes, yeah.
But we don't know how, like, we can't see his hair, we can't see anything else. The only difference is his eyes are like bigger, But if his hair is short, that would be weird. Like if he looks really like his son. Yeah,
it kind of looks, I don't know. It doesn't look super doll like to me, kind of. I mean, obviously a little bit, but yeah, I can't really like describe it. He just looks different.
Yeah, it's a doll.
Completely different, yeah. But this is supposed to be like some kind of robotic doll or something. It's not the same story, obviously, but it's a new doll, and it's really just like one half of his face that is in this image, but people are not liking it at all. People fucking hate this picture.
I'm kind of disappointed because they changed his look.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a remake, so he's not gonna look the same. Jason didn't look the same. Michael didn't look the same. Leatherface didn't look the same.
Mm-hmm.
Freddy did not definitely look the same.
No, definitely not.
He looked like a fucking...
way worse. So, I mean, this has the potential to look fucking awful. But I'm willing to give it a shot, of course, because it's Chucky. I love Child's Play. I love Chucky, so I'm willing to give it a shot. But there's also been an announcement pretty recently, so I'll tie it in. Aubrey Plaza from Parks and Rec and some other shit is going to be in this, along with Brian Tyree Henry from the FX show Atlanta.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool. Aubrey Plaza as the mom to Andy. I don't know about that. You know who that is, right? That awkward, weird-looking chick from Parks and Rec who was like Chris Pratt's whatever girlfriend or something.
I haven't watched Parks and Rec in...
Okay. Well, anyway, I mean, she's pretty famous now, but she's kind of like really like awkward. I don't know. I don't see her in this role, but that's all I'll really say about it. I mean, everybody has been voicing their opinions on it. Don Mancini, actually the creator of Child's Play, tweeted something like in response to all this news about the film, and I don't know. It was something negative. It does not have his blessing at all. So
what was it?
I don't know. It was like a GIF, and it was like a GIF saying like I don't know her or something like that, either referring to the movie or referring to Aubrey Plaza.
I'm sure it was to the lady.
Yeah, most likely, yeah. So that was pretty funny, and so that's why I'm like even less excited about this film. But we'll see what happens. The next bit of news actually is also concerning a TV show. We've just been getting a shit ton of horror TV shows coming out.
Yeah.
And most of them have been adaptations.
People have been like fucking disappointed with movies. Besides, like it was good.
Yeah. I mean, there have been a lot of good movies. Don't get me wrong, but having a TV series really kind of it allows you to flesh out the story and the characters. Like with Scream, when I first started the Scream TV series, I wasn't really sure how I was going to feel about it, but like as the episodes went on, I kind of grew more attached to the characters.
I liked it
from
from
the story.
day one because like it has like strong character development and like
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to see these people get fucked up, but they do.
Yeah, I mean, at first for me, it was just because the teens were like so, like teens from, you know, our time, like those like rich fucking, you know, preppy like kids who were like basically could be models and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
So, but I mean, yeah, it eventually was really cool to me. But this bit of news is actually concerning John Carpenter, Prince of Darkness, is in talks to maybe be a TV series, and it's going to be through Shudder.
That was good enough to be news. Maybe it, you know what I'm saying? Like, why did they post this on Bloody Disco? Why would they even? Now John Carpenter has to like deliver, or he's gonna. They're like, you fucking really dick. Does. Like
that's what they do, though. I mean, that's how stuff like this gets made sometimes. You know, if people want it enough, then it'll come. You know, I believe that. So that's probably it. Hopefully, he does deliver. I mean, I don't think he would have mentioned it without giving it like a serious thought.
Yeah, I think
because it's John Carpenter. So
I'd love to see it, like, because you know it wouldn't be like it would be modern, but it wouldn't be modern. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like the show would just be like maybe it has the you know, the vial with the green liquid or whatever in it. Yeah, like the satanic liquid and shit.
The satanic fucking goo.
Yeah, so I think it would be like maybe still concerning that, so like kind of a more direct adaptation, but you know, there would just be like a 10 episode investigation about the thing, and there'd be like
TV
all this weird
adaptation shit. Doesn't, I mean, it could be like the It movie, you know what I mean? Maybe it's not going to be like a show, it's going to be like a 2-part 4-hour movie.
That's possible. I mean, stuff on Shudder, there's been stuff like that where it's like 4 episodes or something, you know, or like whatever.
I mean, why not release a little project? I mean, I'm sure he's still releasing stuff to this day. He just, I'm sure he was involved. He was involved in the new Halloween.
Yeah, he's doing more producing, obviously, because he's older, which makes complete sense to me. I mean, once I'm older, like in my 60s and 70s, like I still want to work in film, but yeah, I would definitely prefer to just like produce instead of actually like having to go through all the struggle of directing, because it's hard, you know, as like someone who is a director and has directed stuff. So. But yeah, I mean, I'm obviously really happy that he's still working in the industry. So, be on the lookout for the Prince of Darkness TV series potentially on Shudder. Next up, we're gonna tell you guys about about a couple of trailer announcements. The first one was the most exciting one to me.
Yeah, this is the one. This one out of all these three looks like, I don't know. Head count sounds like it could be something. And Abracadabra sounds.
Abracadabra looks awesome, actually. Hold on, so we'll just wait till that one.
I gotta watch these.
The first one is about Eli Roth's history of horror.
Yeah, we talked about this.
Yep, we mentioned this before on the news. We said we'd get back to you guys about it. There's a new trailer out, and actually Quentin Tarantino is featured in it, talking about Halloween.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so that's
October 14th too. That's coming up, bro. 2 more weeks.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be on AMC.
Oh, also, did you?
Oh yes. Sam has a great Michael Myers replica mask in his room, and it's blessing us. I think that this is a great episode so far. It's blessing us with its evil presence.
I was gonna get the. Completely unrelated. I was gonna get the Halloween 6 mask as well, and I was gonna get the remake mask.
Nice.
And not the remake, the the new movie.
Yeah.
And I was gonna get the if they had it, the Halloween H2O mask, and then like for like Halloween we could get like 5 people to go as Myers.
That would be very cool.
It's like that Halloween 4 fucking, that little part where there's like 5 Michael Myers and they're like, Jesus Christ, Loomis, like, and there was just, you thought it was me, didn't you? You're it. Like,
yeah, I remember that part. Yeah, that'd be cool. Everyone just be like, hey, why are you guys all
October's gonna be
Michael
dope.
Myers.
We got the history of horror coming out, and then ABC Family's gonna have their 31 Days of Halloween.
Yeah, Chilling Tales of Sabrina comes out.
Yeah, it's straight to Netflix, right?
Yep.
Man, there's so much good shit this month, bro.
Yeah, and we're going to have, don't forget about sci-fi. They're having their, they're going to be showing original movies as well as a lot of good
sci-fi
movies.
Original movies are the best. I swear, growing up, That's like on cable. That was the most horror that I watched. Was like,
oh yeah, me too.
When it was skiffy, you know.
Yeah.
Now it's sci-fi.
Yeah, we mentioned this on the last episode actually, but yeah, I mean it's gonna be great. We have that boar movie coming out, that killer or warthog movie or whatever.
Oh yeah, the killer warthog in
Killer
the school.
High. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So so it's gonna be awesome. Go check it out. So go check out the Eli Roth's History of Horror trailer that dropped. The next one is concerning a movie called Head Count, and this one actually looks cool. It just premiered at the Los Angeles Film Festival, and it actually looks pretty like, I don't know, kind of suspenseful, and it looks pretty impressive, honestly. Like the acting was kind of but basically the synopsis is about a weekend getaway of a group of teens who go to Joshua Tree, and they find themselves under mental and physical assault from a supernatural entity.
Who has menticles.
Yes, he has menticles. Spoiler alert. But it's kind of cool because it's supposed to be able to mimic their appearances, and it's like completing a ritual or something. So that's kind of cool. I mean, part of that kind of sounded to me like The Thing, but then it's got this like ritual element, so it's probably like a demon or something. I don't know, but yeah. But the trailer looks actually pretty cool and pretty suspenseful, so go check it out. Like I said, that just came out at LA Film Festival, so it might not be widely releasing anytime soon. Finally, we have a movie called Abracadabra, and you'll actually be excited about this one, Samael, because it's a new Giallo film.
Oh,
and it looks and feels like a Giallo film from the trailer.
When's it? Film festival in October.
Yep,
okay.
yep.
Where is that? Stiggies?
Sitges or Sitges or whatever. I don't know. Film festival. I'm not sure. I think it's in France somewhere or something. It's definitely like in Europe somewhere.
Damn it.
I know. But, what are you going to do? We'll be able to see it eventually. But this one looks cool. It's by the same guys, Luciano and Nicolas Onetti, who did Sono Profondo. Remember that one?
Yeah,
we gotta watch that still. Yep.
That's a more modern one.
Yes, and Francesca as well. It's kind of rounding out a trilogy, so sort of like what Argento did. So I'm kind of excited.
Nice.
But this one is about a stage magician who is being framed for a bunch of murders, and then so there's a detective and everything. It's very Giallo-like.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's like, seems like we ran out of like at least American like murder mystery movies where like
kind of, yeah,
they can maintain like some brutality in it enough to call it horror or thriller at least.
Yeah, it's like Cherry Falls, like Valentine, stuff like that.
Honestly, the last movie I can think of that came out that was actually like suspenseful and like what the fuck is going on, that was like big time Hollywood, was like When a Stranger Calls.
Yeah. I mean, we had recall. Like Don't Hang Up, but yeah, that wasn't like it wasn't major.
Yeah, When a Stranger Calls was big, bro. That shit was hyped up.
Yeah,
I saw it in
agree.
every commercial.
Yeah.
And then I was like to my dad, I was like, "Yo, man, we gotta go see this." He's like, "All right, more movies about crazy people killing people for no reason."
Yeah, well, hey, that's what people like, you know. You gotta give the people what they want.
That's true. I mean, but we need more like. Well, actually, Inside too. Like, well, but you know, the remake wasn't big, but like, I don't know. I guess When a Stranger Calls was like the last.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, I'd have to think about it. I mean, it was probably like, well, I was gonna say Texas Chainsaw Massacre, one of those, but you said good,
yeah.
So they really weren't. So yeah, I mean, possibly, yeah. That's sad, but you know, we can't be depressed about it for too long. We got to move on with the show.
I'll just watch Tenebrae again.
Yeah, Tenebrae was fucking awesome.
So I want to rewatch A Blade in the Dark too, cause
yeah, me too. Cause I kind of forgot what happened at the end.
The fucking twist though.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
I don't know if we even talked. Have we talked about this?
No, we'll definitely talk about it at some point because we got to go back to Giallo.
Yeah,
films,
we do eventually. Yeah.
Yeah, but we're gonna move on now actually to really a completely different type of movie.
Oh man, I didn't. This was like a split-second decision. We were just like, you know what?
Yeah.
This is fucking great. It's about to be October.
We're gonna do it.
We have to talk about this because I remember first grade watching this, and I was super excited seeing all the commercials. And I was just waiting for it.
It's great. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it in this week's Cult Corner. All right, Sam. So what is it?
Today we are talking about the pretty well-known, pretty great one of the greatest films of the era it came out in. Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. Were you expecting it? No, you fucking weren't.
Yeah, crazy. But we have to talk. Honestly, it's probably the best thing to come out of Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, I agree. This is the best.
Mm-hmm.
This is the best Scooby-Doo movie. I don't know. I do like the Creeper episodes though. So those are.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of good movies, like the werewolf one, the vampire one with the 3 like rocker vampire chicks. That one was great.
Yeah.
You know, there were a lot of really good movies, but Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island really like set the bar. And I mean, you know, because that's why we're talking about it. I mean, it's, you know, it's not quite horror, but if you're talking like as far as cartoons go,
yeah,
it's probably the most horror out of the bunch. There's killers and shit, and like they're dressed up as monsters.
You notice in Scooby-Doo, all these people just
detectives.
Get arrested for like scaring people.
Yeah, so honestly, well, a lot of them are like trying to like launder money or whatever. Like they have ill intention.
Yeah.
The police are just like, oh, it's good enough. Take them away, boys.
He's like, you know, would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for that meddling dog.
I'm pretty sure it's just like a society of criminals. Because how do they always say the same thing to them?
Yeah.
Like, all right, guys, if you get caught, you know what you're saying, right? You fucking kids and your meddling dog.
Right. But I like this movie because like this was the first movie that got me into spicy food as well.
Oh yeah.
When Scooby and Shaggy were eating all those hot peppers, and then I was like, I want some hot peppers, and I started like eating them wildly, developing numerous hemorrhoids throughout my life, and it's been
it's real bad
honestly,
health problems.
It's the best way to live.
I agree.
It is the best way to live.
Like I was supposed to give up spicy food, but I haven't been able to. It's hard. Yeah,
you can't.
It's impossible.
It's worse than a heroin addiction.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, let's talk about the movie.
Yeah,
you know, for real, because I mean, so basically the movie is about the Mystery Inc. team disbanded, and they're all doing like their own thing, except Fred and Daphne are like, they have like a show together where they go and explore like, I don't know, haunted places, or it's like, I don't know, some kind of other show or some shit. But you know, Shaggy and Scooby are like airport attendants or whatever, and they're supposed to be checking like the luggage, but instead they're just like stealing all the food.
Yeah,
you know?
Scooby's good at sniffing out food.
Yeah, and then Velma has like her own bookstore just full of like mystery books, which I would want that. I would go there all the time because I love fucking mystery books.
And like somehow they all hear about this fucking this island. I forgot how.
So yeah, basically Daphne's tired of like going to places that aren't really haunted, so she wants to do something, you know, like a show where she actually goes and like finds a haunted place. So this one woman overhears her and tells her like, yeah, I have a haunted mansion on this deserted island. It's great. Do you want to come see the ghosts? And Daphne's like, hell yeah. So, you know, she misses the team too. So Fred kind of like calls them all up and invites them to come along. So the gang is reunited as they go to this island and visit this like haunted mansion.
And that's crazy because that was in like 1998. I'm like, wait, I just found out about this show. You guys have been disbanded. I've been watching you guys just like the past 3 years of my whole existence.
Like, dude, it's crazy how long Scooby-Doo has been on the air. It got created in like 1969.
Yeah, I remember it's been around forever.
Yeah, the original series,
and they've all
Scooby-Doo, Where Are You, came out like in the fucking 70s, bro.
And they've all been the same fucking age throughout.
Yeah, right. It's pretty crazy, but because like the original series only had 3 seasons, and then they went through like so many reruns, and then they did all these other shows with like Scrappy-Doo and, you know, stuff like that. And eventually, it was really just the reruns of like the original show, and then in the 2000s. When like we were watching it, basically, you know, that was it had reruns of Scooby-Doo, Where Are You, I think, but then it was like What's New, Scooby-Doo. There was one.
I didn't like the newer ones.
Yeah, What's New, Scooby-Doo was okay.
I like the one with the bet. Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Yeah,
where are you?
That was the best.
We meet you.
Yeah. I have all 3 seasons on DVD, so it's pretty dope.
I love the Creeper episode.
Yeah, those were great. But yeah, Scooby-Doo always did like a really good job of creating these cool monsters. You know, that were people, yeah, but I mean, their monster personas were really cool, and they'd solve the mystery. But this one is different because this kind of marked the start of them introducing actual monsters into Scooby-Doo in the form of these zombies that are on the island, and also these like cat demon creatures. There's this like whole crazy like.
I remember with Scrappy-Doo, like the older episodes. I think it was the original Scooby-Doo. Like, except like the score was different because it was with Scrappy, and then like they ran into a vampire in the castle, and then like they never showed the follow-up on Cartoon Network to that episode.
Really?
Yeah,
they had to.
They never did. I've always watched.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't a real vampire though. I mean, I don't know. There may have been some episodes. I haven't watched like all the old stuff, so I don't know if there were episodes where they were actual monsters. But regardless, this kind of like jump started it to where they started showing that kind of stuff more. Because I think, you know, kids, I mean, they have such an active imagination. I think they would, I would have liked, you know, if there were more like Scooby-Doo, Where Are You episodes with, you know, actual monsters and stuff like that. But they really started doing it with the straight-to-video movies, which started with Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, it's just a great film. I mean, it's super nostalgic. It's got a great story because it's like an hour and 20-minute Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, and it turns out like the zombies aren't even the bad guys, and like there's fucking there's fucking cat people. And there's ghost zombies and cat people and scratches and walls. Yeah, Daphne and Fred got like a little jealousy thing going on because Fred keeps flirting with the chick that lives in the house or whatever. There's that weird gardener who's just like no, and you think he's one of them. But it turns out that the old guy, the fisherman, was one of them. Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, there are a lot of twists, honestly. It's a well-written story. You know, it's got a lot of monsters, and it's just super appealing. I mean, I don't know what more to say about it. It's well thought out, you know. Like, as a kid, I definitely loved. Too. Remember that song? Yeah.
I forgot how it went.
I don't remember. I know what you're talking about.
I just remember I was like...
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of it for the life of me. But the score was awesome, honestly. I thought it was very good. It was kind of creepy, you know? Like, kids, I think, were getting a little creeped out by Scooby-Doo because from then on, it got, like, a lot darker, sort of, you know, with all the movies they released and even kind of the shows. Obviously, it was still aimed at kids, but yeah, I mean, the series in general got kind of darker once they started introducing these real monsters.
I think they should have just kept it as it was, but like you said, introduce real monsters, but like keep the same vibe of the show. Like,
yeah, I mean, it kind of was still, but
well, nowadays it's not like, hey gang, look at this castle, and they walk in, wow, look, a monster, and they run away. You know, like, you know that sound when their feet run in the same place, like and they fucking run away. Like, that doesn't happen anymore, bro. That shit was gangster, like for real.
Yeah,
like, bro, that was like the best part about. Or when like Scooby would think he'd be talking to Shaggy, he's like Raggy, and then he's like poking the monster, and the monster's like to him, he's like row, and then he just run, and then he just does running in one place.
And like as soon as they have a Scooby snack, they're just like the most agile creatures on Earth, you know. Like
Shaggy's like doing backflips off the wall. Yeah. He's fucking hiding in cups. Like,
I was always, as a kid, I was always like, damn, what if I eat a Scooby snack and then all of a sudden I can do like a shooting star press or something?
Scooby snacks is like fucking, that's like their edibles.
Yeah, basically.
Because, you know, Scooby and Shaggy, like, it's, you know, they're supposed to be stoners. Like, it's a stoner, it's a stoner and his dog. Like,
definitely. So are you saying that like Velma and Daphne and them like are their suppliers basically? Because they literally bribe them with Scooby snacks.
Yeah, like I'll give you guys some Scooby snacks.
Would you do it for a Scooby snack?
Seriously, why doesn't Scooby have Scooby snacks? Who named them
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like,
it's crazy.
Let's sell them to the guy we named them after.
It's an actual product, you know, but it's based off of like a random dog. It's weird.
I had them when they were like they had the gummies, and then they had like the chips. The chips were good as fuck.
I'll do the blue Scooby head fruit snack.
Yeah, is blue anything is the best.
That's true. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. This Scooby-Doo and like this movie.
This movie was like really different because it was like you said, it was well thought out. Mm-hmm. We can't really talk. I guess the drawings were great. You know, like I can't talk about cinematography. The drawings.
No, I hear you. Well, the animation. You can talk about the animation.
Yeah, the animation was good. It wasn't like overcomplicated like they would today, making the characters all fucking shiny and circly. Yeah. Like, have you noticed how cartoon characters nowadays are like circular and they're all fucking shiny? Like they just
like Gumball and all that.
I fucking hate
fucking
that
Uncle
shit.
Grandpa. Yeah. First of all, that doesn't even make any sense.
I don't know. There was something. I think it was like a fucking like a metaphor about incest. I don't know. Maybe.
Oh my god. Anyway,
no, I'm just making that up, but that's what I'm assuming.
I don't know, but yeah, dude, this movie is like a great reminder of my childhood.
Yeah, I remember waiting for Halloween time to come around so this would play, and I would like pull out the hot peppers and eat my fucking spicy food while watching this. Like, yeah, good times, guys.
Yeah, it's the best. Honestly, like I was just laying there last night. That's like the first movie in like a couple movies I haven't looked at my phone at while I was, watching
I remember the song, 'cause it's terror time again. Here we go, it's a terrifying time. Yeah, that shit.
Yeah, it was great.
When the streets begin to roll and the people can control, it's a terror time again.
As a kid, you're just like nose diving into the fucking glass coffee table out of excitement.
Yeah,
I
never learned the words. I never learned the words. I would just mumble to like the rhythm of the song when I was a kid. But I fucking love this shit. I don't know what he's saying, but. This fucking talking dog can solve these mysteries. And
it's like hype, and they're getting chased and stuff and like defeating this monster.
Yeah, I don't get it. If the zombies were the good guys, why are they trying to grab them the whole time? Like they were trying to grab them, bring them close, stay away.
I don't know.
Well, they were warning them the whole time, stay away.
Apparently, that's how they talk to you. They have to grab you.
I actually liked I don't know. When I was a kid, this shit scared the fucking shit out of me. Honestly.
Yeah, especially those like cat people at the end, because you can't really differentiate.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is just a cartoon,
Yeah, you're like, it's fucking scary. Look, they got teeth, they got faces. Mm-hmm. I'm 5, I'm stupid. Everything is scary.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why stuff like, scary stories to tell in the dark. That's why that shit is creepy. I mean, that is genuinely scary stuff, but
yeah, no, like I'm talking about like, Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah.
All that shit was scary.
Oh, yeah.
And you grow up and you see it, but Scooby-Doo is like, now you watch it and you're like, oh, where has the time gone?
Yeah.
Where has the time gone?
Yeah, it's super old school. I mean,
but it's still like I swear I would rather watch old cartoons rather than new ones. We just watched that cat dog episode with Toothpick Head.
Yeah, that shit was great. That was great.
Toothpick Head.
Way better than anything like Steven Universe or any of that garbage.
Yeah, I swear.
I'd way rather watch like Doug or like
Hey
Arthur. Yeah, Hey Arnold.
Fucking
whatever.
There was Jimmy Neutron. There was
Jimmy Neutron was great. Fairly Odd Parents. Yeah. It was great. That was awesome. Scooby-Doo was my favorite.
Pinky and the Brain.
Pinky and the Brain was great, yeah.
Pinky and the Brain was fucking
Codename
great.
Kids Next Door.
Chalk Zone.
Chalk Zone, yeah. Chalk Zone.
Remember
Chalk Zone's on Splat, Nick Splat or whatever
so good.
now. Yeah. Honestly, I forgot about that show until I saw it on
Yeah,
there.
me too. Last week when I saw that shit, I was like,
damn, this existed.
But yeah, this was the time. Courage the Cowardly Dog, Johnny Bravo, Two Stupid Dogs.
Yeah, honestly, like
Cow and Chicken.
The mid to late 90s was really like a revival of cartoons in general.
The 90s and the early 2000s was like the best thing to ever happen to society. Better than those turtles with the chocolate caramel and the nuts.
Wow. That's saying a lot.
Like, I mean, this came from like the golden age of like cartoons, I would say.
Oh yeah. I think so. There's never gonna be a better time.
You remember
Billy and Mandy?
Bro, remember like Cartoon Fridays back in the day?
Oh, that was the best. I'm telling you, bro.
Billy and Mandy. Yes, you're right. Fuck.
Yes, yeah. There were so many good shows.
We're just throwing in all this scary shit because this is a generally. We got to talk about all the cartoons because it's the same era.
It's the beginning of fall.
It is.
Literally. So thank you for joining us in the beginning of fall. We're gonna move on from Scooby-Doo now. Last thing I'll say: fantastic movie. If you've never seen it, go relive your childhood or live, a new childhood, whatever. Go check it out. Right now, though, as we were saying, it's the beginning of fall. We have to prepare you guys for October. I know there are a lot of people out there who want horror movie recommendations, just general like Halloween information, recommendations, places to go, stuff like that. So we are here to prepare you guys with all of that.
Do you love pop culture? Discussions about pop culture? Ranking and rating treasured pieces of that shared culture against each other?
I mean, I do think Flea's a good bass player. He does what he does very well. And like I said, he's like a rock star, He's eccentric. And what is so funny?
I just didn't know he talked so long about Flea. I didn't know anybody had so many feelings.
I do.
So many
I got feelings. Yeah.
Music, movies, television, food, sports, pro wrestling. We are the determination of what is over or underrated across all fields of greater cultural consumption. Subscribe and review on Apple Podcasts and Podbean or visit us at sportsradiodetroit.com. Over Under Fair, your final word in pop cultural relevance.
Hi, this is Chris.
And this is Roger.
And if you like Tigers baseball, Major League Baseball, Minor League Baseball, analytics, pop culture references, movies, sports, food, check us out. Look for Tigers SRD on iTunes, Google Play, or Spotify.
And we're going to start off with it by telling you guys about some really cool events that are going to be going on. So why don't you take it away, Sam? Just tell the people about a few of these cool events that are going to be happening during October.
So at Universal Orlando, they're going to have Halloween Horror Nights Wednesday through Sunday every week till November 3rd. And for all you Michiganders or Michiganians, I don't care how you pronounce it. You know where Erebus is. Go there. Mm-hmm. I've been there.
Yeah, I've been there. It's cool.
They had this fucking... you had to crawl across this bridge while the room was fucking spinning in a circle.
I went to this like one... Actually, no, it wasn't at Erebus. Erebus was pretty cool. They had some kind of like room where they were trying to like take your, your senses away, stuff like that. It's a pretty cool place.
And if you're in like the Metro Detroit area, so there's going to be midnight horror screenings at Main Art in Royal Oak. They're going to have Evil Dead 2, October 5th through the 7th, Bubba Hotep, the 12th through the 14th, and The Thing, the 19th to the 21st. And we are definitely going to all of these.
Yeah, I want to for sure. They already had Creep Show. We weren't able to go to that one, which was unfortunate. But yeah, basically throughout all of October, they're going to be having something. And these are all phenomenal movies. We've got 2 fucking Bruce Campbell movies back to back, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, I'm excited about that one for sure. There's going to be a lot of other cool events too, like all these like jack-o'-lantern displays. There's a big one in Louisiana. You can go to Sleepy Hollow, New York for a Sleepy Hollow Halloween.
I really want to go to Pasadena.
Oh, yes.
That's my dream, to go see that Myers house.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool actual horror movie like locations you can still go to. The Myers house is one of them. What are some other ones?
You could go to the Dawn of the Dead house. I think that's in
the mall. Yeah.
Yeah, the mall. My bad. Well, I don't know why I said house. It's because we were just talking about Myers.
Yeah.
God damn it. You can also go to the... where the priest like committed suicide in The Exorcist?
Yeah, the steps.
It's in Washington, D.C. That's Prospect and 36 in Georgetown.
Yep. Yeah, the Dawn of the Dead mall is Monroeville Mall in Monroeville, Pennsylvania.
That's where it is. Okay, I couldn't see it on the list. I remembered it was on the list, but I was like...
Yeah. Also in Pennsylvania, the Evans City Cemetery from Night of the Living Dead. You can go check that out, which I really want to go there for sure. And then also the mall, of course. There's also Camp Crystal Lake from the original Friday the 13th.
Oh, that's in Jersey, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in Hardwick, New Jersey. It's actually called Camp Nobi Bosco. So, yeah, I think it's like a, kids camp. You can go check that out.
They say when you go over there, they'll literally give you a piece of like the pier.
Really? Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably cool about it because it's such a like tourist location, I'm sure. Has to be. So they probably have all kinds of stuff set up for it.
Yeah, I was watching the Friday the 13th documentary and like they have that shit. It's great.
Like tourist shops and stuff like that. I want to go there.
Yeah, like little things like, hey, you want a piece of the bridge? Like,
yeah, hell yeah, I'll take that shit. You want to give me the whole thing? I'll take all of it.
And it's not like you're gonna go home and tell your friends, hey, I got a piece of the bridge from the first Jason movie, but I don't believe you.
Well, I'll show you.
Most likely they'll just be like, all right, bro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't give a shit.
If they don't share your passion.
Well, it's too bad. I gotta get new friends, I guess. Friends that care about the bridge or the fucking pier or whatever from Friday the 13th. But
anyway.
Yeah, but you can go check that out. You can also go to the Santa Carla Beach Boardwalk, featured in Lost Boys, which is pretty cool. I mean, it wasn't like a huge scene, but it was a cool scene, And the boardwalk itself, I'm sure, is really interesting. Probably got a lot of cool places.
I'd like to go to fucking, what's his name, Dandridge's house from Fright Night. I want to go to that fucking alley.
Oh,
where he cornered Evil Ed.
That would be fire. I wonder if there actually is a club like right there. I'm not actually 100% sure.
That'd be fucking... I mean, if it's New York, then probably...
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure where it is. I'd have to look it up. But yeah, those are a lot of cool places that you can go visit, things to do. If you guys have any in particular that you want to make known, then please leave us a comment, send us a message, whatever. And we'll talk about it for sure.
Yes.
But apart from all that, we know why you guys are really here listening to this episode right now. You want horror movie recommendations.
You want one horror movie for each day of October, don't you? Good. Even if you fucking don't, I'm giving it to you.
We're gonna give it to you forcibly.
Yes. The movie list.
The movie list, of course.
The list of movies.
So we each wrote out a 31 days of Halloween lists that we are going to adhere to individually. And those are actually going to be on our website as posts. You can go check both of those out, see if any movies kind of strike your interest, and maybe add them to your list. So, but if you're still looking, we're going to highlight just, a few of them, and we won't talk about them too much, but there are a lot of great films you can watch. Have to watch.
I'll give a good 10 of mine.
Okay. Just list them off.
You want me to list 10 of them off?
Yeah, just list them off.
Hocus Pocus for sure.
Okay,
that's the first movie you fucking watch.
Yeah.
Then you watch Halloween Town. Then you watch Don't Look Under the Bed. Then the first Goosebumps movie.
Okay.
Then the Are You Afraid of the Dark movie that was only on Nickelodeon.
Wait, the Goosebumps with Jack Black?
No, the first movie.
Okay, I got you.
The old one.
Yes.
So the Are You Afraid of the Dark Nick TV movie, it comes on, it'll come on this year.
It's awesome. Yeah, it's awesome.
Trick or Treat, All Hallows Eve, Halloween, Saw for sure.
Okay.
And I'd say on Halloween, you have to watch Halloween H2O because Michael gets beheaded. So that's a good way to end the month of October.
Sure.
Because he's supposed to be the spirit of Sam Hain, of Halloween.
Yeah.
So he dies, so that's the movie you watch.
Once he dies, it's over. You got to end it right at midnight.
Yeah. Make sure you also watch House of a Thousand Corpses. I don't really like it that much, but I like the visuals, the imagery.
Yeah, it's got a hardcore, extreme horror Halloween vibe
and
to it.
For sure watch House by the Cemetery, I would say.
That's a good one too. I've got a couple suggestions. We actually just talked about this one pretty recently. I honestly added it to my must-watch films for the Halloween season list.
Oh, Summer of '84. I forgot. Yeah.
But Summer of '84, phenomenal movie.
I've got to buy that movie.
Yeah, such a great Halloween vibe.
That's one of the best horror movies I've seen in it was like a coming of age horror thing too. So I don't know. You just felt like I was a kid at one time. That would have been some fucked up shit to see.
Oh yeah, for sure. To me, it kind of felt like Stand By Me, which itself already was not brutal, but it was about kids, but it had very mature themes. It was Stephen King thing, but this felt like Stand By Me, except with them actually trying to find a killer. Instead of just discovering a dead body or whatever.
And you wonder until the last second, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, honestly, and the ending is crazy. It's insane,
I'm glad it ended the way it did too.
Me too. Yeah, I mean, it might be setting up for a sequel. I don't know, but that movie is great. The Thing, I think you definitely should watch. Definitely should watch some kind of Friday the 13th movie, if not all of them.
I don't know about that. I mean, I guess because
for me, it makes sense.
For me, Jason's like a
summer slasher.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, but I don't know. To me, it's so horror that
Freddy
I have to
Jason,
watch it.
I forgot to list that one.
Freddy vs. Jason is a good one for sure. Yeah, but I definitely think I'm gonna watch probably part 7, honestly, for October.
The psychic one.
Yes. Yeah, I like that one actually quite a lot.
I might watch I don't know. I was thinking either part 3 or Manhattan.
I like that one kind of the best to watch during October because it's kind of the most supernatural out of all of them.
I'm probably gonna watch all these movies anyway this month.
Oh yeah. But I got a couple other picks. Let me know which Friday the 13th movie you guys like to watch, if any, during October. I also think that you should check out Basket Case. Blood and Black Lace is a good one. Cherry Falls, we just talked about that. That's a great one. If you're looking for a good creature movie, The Hollow, Feast, and The Night Flyer. That's a rare one, but if you can find The Night Flyer, it's so good. Watch those. Tourist Trap is a great slasher.
Good. That's good. Holy shit.
Tourist Trap?
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't even think about that.
I surprisingly really like that movie. I want to watch that this October for sure. The Orphanage is a great paranormal thriller. And then I also picked The Void, which is a cool Lovecraftian kind of cosmic horror.
Damn, we should have put it on our lists. Both of them.
I actually think I'm gonna get the 4K and watch the remake, the 2017 one, for October.
Just so you guys know, this isn't a complete list of movies to only watch because I usually watch 4 or 5 a day. So
yeah. We just we're gonna have like one a day that we have to watch.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's what you guys are doing. But yeah, I want to watch at least
The
2
Barn.
or 3. The Barn is excellent.
That's definitely like probably the first movie I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, I mean, Trick or Treat is probably like the most Halloweeny as far as like vibe goes, but The Barn has like mega Halloween vibes.
Yeah, and it's like retro as shit.
Yeah. So hopefully, all those suggestions kind of help you guys out. Go back and listen to it again if you didn't catch everything. But we're gonna have a lot of these movies, if not all of them, on our respective lists. So again, go check out gravediscussions.net, and you can find those posts as soon as you listen to this. And you can go check out our list. Let us know, if we were able to help you guys out, pick out something. Let us know if, you change some things around or whatever. But we're going to move on to our final segment. And I was just talking about Lovecraftian cosmic horror. And we're going to talk about something similar in this week's Chopping Block.
Well, I don't know about horror.
Yeah, it's... I think so in a way. We're talking about The Endless.
Yeah.
Okay. By Aaron Moorhead and Justin Benson, the creators and directors of other films such as Resolution and Spring. So this is their newest feature, The Endless. It's on Netflix right now. And I don't know. I think it's got horror elements.
I guess the whole suspense and like the build up and like the weird shit, like the suicide stuff. I guess it's disturbing, but I'm gonna come.
I mean, I get it because there's like supposed to. So basically, the story revolves around these 2 former cult members.
Death cult. Don't forget that.
Yeah, it's a UFO death cult. So if you don't know what the fuck that means, then me neither.
They got 3 moons.
Yeah, it's crazy. Basically, just weird shit happens. These 2 brothers go back to this camp for whatever reason because they want to say goodbye or something. I don't know, because they think they're all going to kill themselves. And just weird stuff starts happening.
It has this whole science fiction thing behind it. And like, the cult leader's like reading some like physics fucking things like that he never really elaborates on. And at the end, he just kind of says, well, I never said I knew anything. I kind of don't know shit. And it's like, oh. Yeah,
it's, I'll say this. I mean, I think that there was a really kind of a cool mystery as to like what was going on, sort of. And I think it did it mostly pretty effectively. I do kind of think it was a little too long of a movie.
I agree.
I think it definitely could have been shorter if they just condensed a lot of those kind of dumb dialogue scenes. I'll say this, Moorhead and Benson, you're very creative. You're very ambitious. You create a very ambitious film on basically a micro budget. It's very low budget.
Really?
Yeah, it's like supremely low budget. I mean, they're probably more than like Resolution or something, but they're still like very indie. So yeah, there wasn't really like a huge budget on this movie, if you couldn't tell from some of the special effects.
It was like a lot of CGI, I noticed. But
yeah.
It didn't look like super bad or nothing.
No, I mean, I think they did a good job with it for sure. But, it wasn't like the most clean, polished thing. It's not like you were watching fucking the horror Avengers, or something like that. So yeah, it was pretty small budget, but, it was impressive what they did with it. It was definitely, an ambitious venture for sure, because they created a movie that played with a lot of different ideas. And that's what, like, I'm not sure if I like that or not, because Resolution was kind of more streamlined. Like, so basically Resolution is kind of like the prequel almost to this movie. It's got a lot of the same elements, but in Resolution you just kind of don't know it. Things are just kind of happening and you have to try to piece it together. Just like, pretty much completely randomly, and even at the end you're still like not 100% sure what's going on.
Yeah, I still didn't.
Yeah, but it's kind of the same like entity. So
did they win? Like, like...
Right, yeah. I know, right? I understood. Like, yeah, even at the end of this movie there was some question to it, but yeah. But I thought it was written okay. Moorhead and Benson, yeah, to my original point, great creative guys and filmmakers, but I don't really like their acting. They played the 2 lead characters.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Which I thought was also interesting. So not only are they like creating it and directing it, but their acting in it too. So, I think that might also be kind of why it's smaller budget.
I felt like the score was very like unsettling. Nothing wrong with the cinematography, but nothing that like stood out really at all. There was good acting. The acting was good.
Yeah, there was some good acting. Yeah.
Character development somewhat. It was kind of shaky because like the atmosphere kind of threw off the character development for me. Like there was always just this like weird atmosphere to it that I couldn't bring myself to pay attention enough to what the characters were saying because I felt like I was being distracted by the score. Yeah,
kind of. I mean, you didn't really miss like a lot. They were mostly just talking.
I heard all the dialogue. I just didn't care for retaining it. I
understand.
But I understood what the movie was about, and like, I don't know, man. Like, I thought this was like, critics gave it a 95%. It seems like critics don't want to give something a good rating if it's like a fun movie, or if it was like, if it has too many jump scares, if it did this, it did that.
Yeah.
Critics are just like, yo, let's pick out the fucking weirdest fucking movie we can all pick out, like a bunch of fucking hipsters. And I think that's why this has a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes, because people can't just look at something and be like, yeah, that was boring as fuck, and I didn't like that. And people would be like, well, you don't understand. It's like, no, I don't. This was very mundane for me. Like,
yeah, it wasn't like, I felt very exciting.
I wasn't excited, and like I just, I didn't care enough about anyone because of the fucking music.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean,
it was distracting. It wasn't like eerie either. Like, I mean, I was kind of wondering what the fuck's going on. I was like, they're probably gonna give us some crazy explanation that's just like, well, there's microwaves because of the demon lord under the ground, and then I'd be like, oh, cool, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah, I definitely. I think it was very innovative. It was a good effort. I mean, I think they did a good job overall. But yeah, it wasn't the most exciting movie. It was definitely like a little bit too long. I feel like it stumbled over its own feet sometimes, and like occasionally was just trying to like pull you in a lot of different directions. It was a little convoluted, almost. Yeah. Like I get it, there's a lot of weird stuff happening. There's like a being and then fucking time things and people kill, whatever. There was a lot of stuff, and sometimes it felt like the flow was not that great.
Yeah, I felt like the script was lazy.
Yeah. I mean,
no, I really felt like it was like, I don't know. I just felt like lazy and like let's overcomplicate this shit.
Yeah, I
mean, instead of think of it's not like we haven't seen one of these cult movies where they go back or like they go check it out and like some shit goes just off the rail and it's like much worse than you expected. And
even in like an article I read, they said like they didn't want to add a certain something because they didn't want to like further complicate an already complicated movie. So I mean, that's kind of how you know. But overall, I thought it was a solid effort. So for me. Here's what I'll say. I don't want to like chop it outright, but I'll say it's chopped until you at least see Resolution, because it's kind of a follow-up, and even if you fucking hate The Endless, you probably might at least like Resolution, because I like Resolution, but The Endless was just like, to me, so kind of chopped.
Yeah, for me it's chopped because like I felt like I didn't watch a horror movie. I wasn't scared at any point. I wasn't like, oh, that's creepy, or oh, that's unsettling. Like it was unsettling, but like at no point was I like, did that like disturb me?
Right.
They tried to like push that little envelope with like the whole suicide thing.
Yeah, but I mean, we didn't give everything away, so go check it out. Even if you haven't watched Resolution, it's kind of its own standalone thing too. So if you're kind of looking for more of a bit more of a complex kind of sci-fi oriented horror movie, sort of. It's not like super Lovecraftian. I mean, I don't know, I guess kind of, but if that's kind of something that you're looking for, it's kind of worth checking out. But I would say see Resolution first. If you want a real like standalone like cosmic horror movie like this, go check out The Void, like I said. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the chopping block. As always, you guys can go follow us on all of our social media. We have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Search Grave Discussions. Once again, go to gravediscussions.net where you can see all of our episodes, all of our posts. You can follow us, send us a message, whatever. We love talking to you guys. We love interacting, and we value your support for the show. We're almost at episode 30 now. That's insane. So thank you everyone who's been liking and stuff.
Yeah, that's 30 consecutive weeks.
Yeah.
I think we missed one, but we did a follow-up on that weekend, so we didn't really miss any.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, we're trying to be as consistent as possible, as open to all of you as possible. So we really appreciate it. But yeah, I'm going to stop sucking everyone's dicks. And I think that's pretty much going to do it for episode 29, Sam.
Yes, it is. And we will see you next week with a little less dick sucking from Barnabas on grave discussions.
This has been an SRD production.